Hey y'all, as promised in my last video, I did say I was gonna make some lamb chops with hash browns. I decided to make black truffle salt hash browns along with zucchini to go with the lamb and a homemade mint sauce. So let's get to it. Alright, so this is the lamb here. We're gonna season up the lamb first. Honestly, like lamb is literally one of my favorite meats. Like I love lamb. I could literally, if I was to choose between all the meats and what I can have every day, it'll be lamb, definitely. But anyway, let's season this up. Let me just get a plate. So there's actually a backstory to this particular video. So I had originally already made a video making this dish. I'm actually redoing this dish because the files got deleted. So I basically lose out on that one. So I had to basically redo the whole dish again. But hey, like I ain't complaining because it's lamb. So I can, like I said, I can eat lamb all day, every day. But anyway, we're gonna season up the lamb with some olive oil. And you want to now rub the olive oil in there so it can be nice and tender after it's done. I like to get all the olive oil up in the meat. Let's flip this over. Okay, perfect. Now you want to season it with some, I use pink Himalayan salt, it's just the salt I prefer, but you can use any kind of salt really. Then use some black pepper. And use some Old Bay seasoning. You know when you open one side of the spice jar and it's like the smallest holes and like barely some come out? Yeah, that just happened. I prefer the bigger holes because it's like much more has come out. It's so just more convenient too. Okay, now you're gonna get some garlic. Just throw in the lamb. Now we're gonna flip over the lamb chops and do the same thing. Season it up the same way with the salt, black pepper, Old Bay, and some garlic. So nice and seasoned. I love seasoning my meat. Ain't nothing better than some well-seasoned lamb chops, or just meat in general. Gotta get in there. Okay, you want to do the bone part as well, make sure that's seasoned. If you like to, you know, if you're on a meat and you just like to suck the bone for some extra flavor, why not? Alright. Just look how delicious that looks. Man. Okay, now that we got this lamb seasoned up, we're going to just put it in the fridge for it to marinate a bit. So I usually cover it with saran wrap. I think saran wrap are one of those things that you just hate using because when you tear it, it just gets all crumpled up. And then you gotta like redoing all this and stuff like that. It just, yeah, I prefer foil, but it is what it is for now. Alright, we're just gonna put this in the fridge to marinate for a bit. Okay, while the lamb chops are marinating, we're gonna get the hash brown started. So you want a grater, course, to make the hash. You need your potatoes. I'm probably gonna use about 3 or 4 potatoes and onion to also mix them, to also grate with the potatoes. So I'm gonna use these 2 ingredients. All right, let's get this going. Just grate there. Yeah, this really makes a lot of mess, so gotta do some cleaning after for sure. Alright, let's do the next potato. Alright, we can do one more potato, yeah. I'll do 3 potatoes. I'm like still can't believe like at first when I lost the previous video, when I lost those files, like for a second I was hurt. But I always try to turn those type of situations into positive situations, because like I just tend not to waste my energy on vibrating so low. So I just like, you know what, I'm gonna just remake this video, so why not? And plus, like again, like I said earlier in the video, that just means I get to eat lamb twice. Now we're gonna grate the onion. Let's go. Onions just give such great flavor to food. So, all right, that's done. Okay, now we're gonna season the hash browns with some black truffle salt and black pepper. Season that up. Be a bit generous with the truffle salt because there's a lot of hash browns in here. So, and then I want to add some black pepper. I just want to give it a gentle mix inside here, or whatever bowl you're using. Just give it a nice little, you know. You want to massage that too. You gotta massage the hash. Just kind of massage the lamb chops. It's all about equality here. Gotta treat every ingredient with love. Okay. Alright, we got this here. Alright, so the hash is basically grated, it's seasoned, it's basically ready to cook. But before that, let me just clean up a bit, you know. I hate cooking in a dirty kitchen. Like, I feel as if that's the most important thing for me, is having a clean kitchen. Like, it's a must. All throughout while I'm cooking, clean as you go. It just makes life easier for you at the end of the day. Because when you're done eating, it's like, you know, you look and everything is basically put away because you clean as you go. So that's a good habit to have. Because I used to not be like that until my old man or my old lady used to be like, you know what, like, why don't you, because they realized how much mess I made in the kitchen at first. And they was like, oh, you know, like, just clean as you go. It's much easier. You know, old people, they wise. Now let's cut up our zucchini. Just want to cut the ends off first. Gotta peel this little sticker off. Alright, I'm just gonna slice it down. Give it a nice generous slice. You don't cut it too thin, neither too thick. Just a nice, there you go. Okay, now that the zucchini is all cut up and ready to go, we're gonna get the lamb chops. And we're gonna start cooking these bad boys. So we're gonna get this pan nice and hot. Now put some olive oil in there. Add some butter as well. The lamb chops on each side. Want the pan nice and hot. So we're just doing 2 minutes on each side. Delicious. I'm gonna turn down the heat a bit. I'm gonna cook the zucchini in the same pan that the lamb just came out, so the flavor of the lamb to come in from the zucchini. olive oil over there. Salt. Put the zucchini. Now we're gonna start the hash browns. You want to oil up the pan. Start the hash browns. You want to drain some of the water out of the hash brown first before you start cooking them. Alright, so I drained most of the water out of the hash browns, so now let's get this bad boy cooking. Alright, let's do the hash browns. We're just going to season it with some truffle salt again. Sprinkle a bit on top. And some black pepper. Season it. I wish y'all could have smelled the truffle right now. Look at that hash brown. Look at that hash brown. Okay, now that the food is done, we can do the mint sauce, and then we get to my favorite part, which is presenting. So let's hurry up, get this mint sauce out of the way, and let's get to it. So I'm just gonna throw some mint leaves along with some white wine vinegar and some white sugar in the food processor, and you're just gonna blend it up. So let's do that. Don't throw the stems in the food processor, just the leaves of the mint. Let's do the mint sauce real quick. I cannot wait to eat. Like, I'm starving. I ain't gonna lie. Starving on this side. I'm just gonna add a bit of green onions to it too. Alright, gonna add some white wine vinegar in there, not too much, you don't want it too sour or anything. And then some sugar, azúcar. Put some sugar in there. I'll say three teaspoons of sugar is fine. Okay. There. Okay, mint sauce is done. Okay, now let's see how we're gonna turn this into a masterpiece. Look at that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to layer the zucchini, going sideways. Yeah, just layer it. Just layer it. Boom. Just layer it. There you go. Now we are going to layer the black truffle hash brown going down. It's looking good already. Look at that. Now we're gonna get the lamb. I'm gonna put one. How do you think I should layer like that? Yeah. One like that. You want to see some of the zucchini, right? And then let's see where you put this one. On top or bottom? Put it on top. Let's see. Ooh. Okay. Now we're gonna add some mint sauce. The lamb chops. Now, some green onions to finish it off. Put the green onions around. Awesome. Oh, you look at that. Look good that looks. Look at that. Wow. That's awesome. If you felt like you learned a new recipe or gained any value from this video of me making the lamb chops, the black truffle hash brown, and the zucchini, please hit the subscribe button. I'll really appreciate that. Thank you all so much for watching. Also, remember I mentioned that I previously made a dish, but I lost the files. I still have the picture, however, so this is actually how it looks, or this. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching.